still. When I knew in the moment I found my forever.
I just got out of the shower and I did my facial care, so if my face is shiny, y'all please forgive me. As well as, oh my gosh, I use this what you call it, not shaving powder, what you call the stuff, the scrub. I can't think of the regular name for it right now, y'all, but anyways, I just scrub my body, not scrub, exfoliated. Y'all, I bought some sugar scrub from, I believe I got it from TJ Maxx, and it came with the little scrub brush. Y'all, when I say my skin feels so smooth and so soft, so don't always think that it has to be expensive, you guys, in order for it to look or feel good on your skin. But I wanted to open some Amazon packages with you guys. Nothing really big, but I got a few. I think I have like 4. So I wanted to open them with y'all, and it is nighttime, so that's why I have my little PJs on. Like I said, I just got out of the shower. It is, what time is it? It is 10, I don't have my glasses on, so I'm squinching. It is 10:05 p.m., but I wanted to go ahead, make sure my address isn't showing. I wanted to go ahead and open up my, my Amazon. I wanted to do an Amazon unboxing with you guys. Tomorrow, I plan to go to Floor and Decor. I think this is, put it this way, this is what I want to do tomorrow. I want to go to Floor and Decor to look at some tiles for my fireplace. I think I told y'all in the previous vlog, if you haven't gotten it yet. Hopefully you have, but just in case, I told you guys that I wanted to we're going to make over our fireplace. So I need to go look at some tile. Plus, I would love to go to Rooms to Go to look at some furniture. Y'all, we are so close to start furnishing our house with the furniture that I want. Like I said on previous vlogs, we do have furniture, but it's not the furniture that I desire. It's just something that we already had. So yeah, but let's do this unboxing. I hope you guys are doing well. Today is, well, tonight rather, is Tuesday. I was about to say April, it's not April, March the 3rd. So happy March to you guys. The first thing I have is some perfume. This is by the brand called Yara. And I smelt this on a young lady at work, and I asked her what it was, and she said, "Oh, she always get compliments when she wears it." And so I asked her where it was from and everything. Right there, I pull out my phone. She said Amazon. I pulled it out and I ordered it right on the spot. So, cause it smells so good. I'm the type of person. And hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't have my microphone on, so it may be echoey. Hopefully it isn't. I'm the type of person, I don't like very strong scented perfumes. I like something that smells more fresh. And this is how the bottle looks. To me, it looks luxe. Y'all, I think I paid $14 for this. Yeah, I believe it was $14, but it looks very luxe. It looks very high end, in my opinion. And this is how it looks open. Yeah, it looks very high end. I think you have to kind of let it sit on your skin and wait for a while, because it does come out kind of strong, like alcohol almost, but I'm gonna let it sit. I loved how it smelled on her, and she says she basically spray it in her hair, and it smelled very good. So I'm gonna come back to y'all and let y'all know what I really think. Because I don't know, I think the older I get, I know perfume and strong scents bothers my husband, but I can say the older I get, I do notice that certain scents, I can't tolerate strong scents as I get older. I don't know. Okay, so that is one. This next one, I think some of these are home items too. I'm so excited that we are close to getting some real furniture in here, y'all. So excited. I don't know if you guys have already gotten the video of me doing the two areas by my fireplace on both sides of the fireplace. I love how it turned out. Okay, so this is some, oh my goodness, this thing was that small. Y'all, you know what? See, that's why you have to read. That's why you have to read. I saw, I want to say it was Kendra. Y'all know the Glam Twins. I saw her video. I think it was Kendra. Yeah, it was Kendra. And she talked about this Food for Soft Matrix hair mask. It's rich hydrating treatment mask. Y'all, I can't believe I paid $15 for this. Y'all see how small this thing is? It did not look that small on the website. And I don't think that I looked at the ounces. So had I read and looked at the ounces, I would have known. I don't know, y'all. I might send this back. I mean, I don't have much hair now, so it might be enough for at least one. Huh. Wow. Okay. But anyways, she said that this is a very hydrating mask. So I wanted to try it out. And it says for very dry and porous hair. And her hair is thicker than mine. Since I cut my hair is very thick. It has avocado oil and hyaluronic acid. So, yeah. That's why I was waiting to wash my hair, waiting on this. But this should be enough for at least 1 to 2 washes. I hope so anyways. And then this is the moisturizer that I always use on my skin. It's by L'Oreal, only $6 and I think 92 cents from Amazon, and you can also get this from Walmart. So just to show y'all how it looks really quickly. Don't want this video to be too long because I do want to extend it for tomorrow for y'all to go along with me. But this is how it looks, and that looks very high class as well to me, high end. I like the packaging. Okay, and then this is what I use in my hair. I used to use this before, the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus plus Flaxseed. Hibiscus, I think that's how you pronounce it, and Flaxseed Define and Shine Styling Gel. If I'm not using this, I am using the Extreme Gel. The Extreme Gel makes my hair hard. Especially on day 1, sometimes day 2, but by day 3, my hair is not as crunchy. This one, it also leaves my hair hard, but not as hard as the Extreme Gel. However, it does leave flakes. So I bought it again because I do like the definition of my hair. I just have to figure out why I am getting flakes in my hair. I do the test where I use my conditioner, my leave-in conditioner. I put a little bit in my hand as well as this product, and I mix it in my hand. And if it's a smooth, y'all, my hand's ashy. I'm sorry. Anyways, if it's very smooth, then it means it should adhere to your hair fine without causing flakes. But if you get like some lumps and bumps in your hand, then those two brands or those two items do not mix well, and you should not use them together in your hair. So I did that with the conditioner with the leave-in conditioner as well as this, and it was smooth. So I'm not sure why this product leaves flakes in my hair, but This is an old brand, but I love the definition in my hair. I really do. So when I use that, I have to wash my hair really, probably, I need to wash it probably every 3 to 4 days, but I don't want to wash my hair that much, so I just kind of deal with it. As long as I don't touch it and rub my hair, you can't tell because you can't really see the flakes, but if I like pull or rub my hair, then it will fall, I have fall out. And then this item here, I don't even know what this is. Sometimes you forget what you ordered. Oh, okay. Man, I just ate, y'all. I am still on my wellness journey, y'all, and I don't know. I start with, hopefully and prayerfully, I will be starting with my personal trainer next week. I'm waiting to get, oh, I ordered this again. I'm waiting to get my schedule. Oh, okay. I forgot that I ordered that before, so I have 2. I try to keep these in stock because I don't like running out. Excuse me. And then I think I have 2 books, but here is the first book. I have one of these already, but I have, like I told y'all, I just styled the both sides. I have styled each side of my fireplace, and the books that I have on one of my credenza, I want it to be the same on the other side. So a book that has like different styling that you can get some ideals from at home. Don't remember the price. Maybe $19.99, I think. I don't remember the price. But it's a black book too. And I think this book comes in a different color. I did order this book, Free Love, which I've never done that before, you guys. So I am excited to see how it looks since it is used. Okay, not bad. I see what they're saying. This part here, well, let me show y'all the book first of all. Let me show you guys the book first of all. So this is the book. It's called The Designer Within, a Professional Guide to a Well-Styled Home. Now, I do love the sleeve. That is beautiful. And look at the fireplace, y'all. Look at the fireplace. This is I hope y'all can see it. This is similar to what I want my fireplace. Of course, my ceilings are not this high, but I can still get an ideal and create this in my own way. But I love that fireplace. It is so beautiful. Oh, the TV. Well, of course my TV won't be down like that, but you know, we all get inspiration, but it won't be exactly the same. That is beautiful. I love that fireplace. But okay, so this is by John McClain, and the reason why this book was used, y'all, I only paid $7. I think it was $7.96, and I want to say this book, if you buy it brand new, I want to say it was either $19.99 or 20 something. But anyways, I paid less than $8 for it. And the only thing that's wrong with it that I see so far is the sleeve of it has a tear, which I was going to take the sleeve off anyways. Yeah, this is my receipt. Okay, it was $7.73 plus tax. I paid $8.27 for this book. And like I said, so far, let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else wrong with the book. Maybe a little dent here and a little dent here, but I don't care about that because I was going to take the sleeve off, and this is how the book looks. Still stir. I can't believe I got this book for $7 and some change. Let me show y'all. Like, this is that page there, just to show y'all a couple of pages. This is like a kitchen style. Let's see. I want to find that. Wanted to find that fireplace. Well, it's not the fireplace, but there's like a living room, dining room, and the stairwell. Give you a description and like a breakdown of what they used. So yeah, I love this book. And like I said, I have two. So what I plan to do is to stack them. Of course, I take the plastic. This is already hardcover, doesn't have a sleeve on it. But this is what I plan on doing, is stack them like this, and then it will have something on top. Or if I want to, I can get one of those the little book holder that you can put on the table, or a credenza or something like that, and I can open it to a page. You know, like look at that. Very rich in color. And I can just leave it open, but I will not leave it open on that page. I don't know. I'll find something to leave it. Oh, this is beautiful. Have nice greenery. I wanted to have a table like right here in my foyer, and y'all, I tried, but mine is too narrow. I always wanted a table when you walk in. I don't know why, but I always did. But my area is not wide enough. But I just think that is so pretty. But anyways, yeah. I am going to go and relax. That's why I took my shower early, because when you work night shift, you will be up all night long and wait to the last minute to do things. And I'm trying not to do that on my off days. I got one more night off. Well, two more nights counting tonight and tomorrow night. And then I go back to work for my 3-day rotation shift. 3 nights, I should say, starting Wednesday. So yeah, I just wanted to try to learn how to do things early, so I can just sit down and relax and don't have to worry about anything, because I'm done for tonight. I washed clothes today. I didn't work out today, but I did work out yesterday. So I do have to work out tomorrow. I will probably do cardio and upper body, cardio and upper body, and probably a little bit of abs. I try to do abs each time. But okay, before I go, let me tell y'all why I want to get a personal trainer. And I'll spin this back around, or I'll talk about this again on another video as well. But just to let you guys know why, since I did mention a personal trainer that I will be starting with soon, is because I need someone to push me. I can say personally for myself, when things get a little too tough for me, or I might see a 50-pound weight and say, that's too heavy, I can't lift that. But my personal trainer, she can show me how I'm able to lift that, and she can hold me accountable. Like, she can say, okay, the reason why you weren't able to lift it, number one, you know, your body is not aligned, or your what you call it, your I forgot the term, you guys. Your body position, whatever you call it, that I'm doing it wrong basically, and that's why I was having a hard time. You know, I want her to be able to point it out, as well as to encourage me and show me that I can do it. And with her believing in me and cheering me on, and I said, oh, okay, you know, now I feel confident that I can do it. Yeah, so that's one reason why I want to get a personal trainer, just to push myself. Because right now, honey, I'm fine lifting 10 and 15 and barely 20 pounds weights. And I know that I can do more. I'm 54 years old, and I just want to continue. As I get older, I want to continue to hold on to as much bone mass and muscles that I can. Um, so yeah, that's very important, and this is also to encourage you guys, especially if you're younger than me, even if you're older than me. Don't give up on yourself. Age is just a number, and the more healthier we are, the more young at heart that we are, and the more we can even prolong our life. Because we're healthy, we're eating smarter, we're moving our bodies, and yeah, just keep that in mind. So, and like I said, our bodies is, well, not like I said, but I always tell myself that my body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. So I have to do my part. We can't just pray and ask God to help us to be healthy if we're not doing anything ourselves, especially if we're able. Now, I understand sometimes things happen, like car accidents and things like that, and people may be limited as to what they can do because they don't have the movement. But if we're able to move, whatever we're able to do, then that's what we need to do, and not just sit down all day watching TV and doing nothing. We can get on the treadmill, we can go outside and walk. Like me, my knees kind of like has been bothering me, so I'm a little limited right now, and I'm saying right now because I believe that it's going to get better. I'm not walking as much as I used to. Not saying that I can't walk. I do walk. I just try to be careful so I don't cause myself to fall or make my knees worse than what they are. That's another reason I'm hoping my personal trainer can help me do things a little more and get my knees in a better position. And I do believe as I continue to lose weight, my knees will get better, because when I was 224 pounds, my knees was cracking and it was hard for me to go up and down the stairs. I lost 47 pounds on my own, and my knees greatly improved. So I'm just believing that as I continue to lose more weight. Right now I'm between 187 and 190. That's another reason why, because my weight keeps going up and down. I'm eating in a calorie deficit. I don't know. So I need someone to come on board to help me. Also, tomorrow I will be doing my interview with a registered dietitian from Nourish. No, this part is not sponsored. My video isn't sponsored. I'm praying one day it will get sponsored. But yeah, I will be speaking to her on tomorrow to see what else that maybe she can help me with my eating. Because like I said, I am eating in a calorie deficit. I eat 2 times a day, high protein, wholesome, dense foods. So I'm just trying to figure it out, you guys, figure it out. But anyways, I'm gonna go, and I'll see y'all tomorrow as we run our little errands. Hopefully this portion of the video isn't too long, because that's another thing, trying not to let my videos be no more than 30 to 45 minutes. But okay, I do like the smell. It's a very soft, fresh, a little bit of fruitiness, and it does have vanilla in it. Yeah, I like this. It smells good. It's not very strong. It's very subtle, very subtle. So, all right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, hey guys, I just got finished eating my brunch, if you will, and I'm getting ready to have my meeting with Nourish. I'm signing in now. So again, this is with Nourish for a registered dietitian. I'm meeting today. Your first appointment is about 55 minutes. I had to complete some documents like my history, any medications or supplements I am on, and just a little bit about myself. Okay, connecting. How are you?
Good, I'm Caroline. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Can you see me okay?
I can. Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
How did you hear about Nourish? How did you hear about us?
Actually, on YouTube, there are several people that I watch that has talked about you guys. So I just thought that I'd give you a try.
Yay! Well, I'm so glad.
Let me close my door. You see my junky pantry behind me. Okay. How long you been working with Nourish, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, so I'll kind of tell you a little of my background. So
Okay.
I am from San Antonio. I don't know, you're not in Texas, are you?
No, ma'am. I'm actually in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
I love meeting with people, you know, power of Nourish and
Yes.
remote job.
Yes.
So previously I was with, well, I am from San Antonio, live in Dallas.
Okay.
And I previously worked for a surgeon and, you know, worked in and out of the hospital. And then started with a company similar to Nourish,
Okay.
doing a lot more functional testing, women's health,
Mm-hmm.
For 2 years, and then pivoted to Nourish and was all remote. So
Okay.
it's, you know, been here now a year, so
Okay.
it's good.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Sounds great. Sounds great. Well, just a little.
Beautiful. And kind of main goals. I know. Thank you for filling everything out. I know it's tedious, but I appreciate it.
No problem. No problem. No problem at all. Yeah. I just needed, I guess, just to make sure that I'm doing, because sometimes you hear what other people are doing, how they're eating. So you try a little bit of everything to see if it works for you. And so when they were saying that having a registered dietitian changed the ball game for them, so it's okay. Let me give them a try. And it's kind of hard for me because I'm a registered nurse and I work night shifts. So it's like I have to flip flop my meals so I can make sure that I'm still eating. But for the most part, I think I kind of still stay a little bit on my night shift the way that I eat because my body has gotten so accustomed to the times when I'm working to eat at those times. But lately, I have been trying not to eat very, very late. At the most, if I eat something, I try for it to be like maybe some yogurt, like some Greek yogurt, something very light. Maybe 12 or 1 o'clock, or I may drink a protein shake. Something easy for digestion, you know.
So you're still doing night shift?
Yes, I am still working night shift. Yes, ma'am.
So kind of like the easy stuff to grab, like protein shakes are good,
Mm-hmm.
things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How many days a week? That's got to be tough. Is that tough on sleep schedule? And
I do get my sleep. I try to get at least between 6 to 8 hours of sleep. When I have to work, and it's so crazy because, like I said again, my body is accustomed to working nights. So even on my days off, my nights off, I tend to not go to sleep till sometimes 2, 3 o'clock, sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, this time around, I am a menopausal woman and it's harder for the weight to come off and I get tired, so I don't push myself as much. And then here recently, my knees have started bothering me, so I try to make sure that I'm not re-injuring or injuring myself and not do too much walking or too much lifting because maybe my body mechanics isn't right as I'm lifting. But I do safe things, put it that way. I try to do a safe workout for me to prevent me hurting myself.
very important because it is, especially when we're talking strength training
Mm-hmm.
and we have some knee issues and back
Mm-hmm.
pain. Last thing we want to do is cause more inflammation.
Right.
So
Right.
I
Exactly.
think, having someone, hopefully is it one-on-one where they can like kind of monitor injuries and make
Yes.
sure.
Yes, it's a 101 and it's an 8-week program for an hour. Yeah, for an hour. It's 3 times a week for an hour each day.
I agree with you. Like we all can know what to do and what things we should be doing, but it's that accountability, and that's what I got here for, like for the food side and meal idea, anything that'd be helpful from nutrition standpoint, because same with activity, it's hard, to keep yourself accountable.
Right.
A trainer, great way, especially just getting started, and then you might be like, oh, okay, like now I know I want to do this online program.
Right. Exactly. Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Awesome. So you're busy. We, still doing night shift. Let's see. And you lost a lot of weight on your own. So kind of tell me about that. What you were eating, a lot of protein stuff, I see, and low carb, which you feel like that's doable to continue. Tell me your thoughts on that.
I do. Sometimes I try to make it as simple as I can, because at first I was trying to do all these, like make it, even though making egg bites isn't hard, but I was just trying to be creative and come up with different meal plans, and as well as trying to make sure I'm weighing my foods and things of that nature. And it came to a point where it became a little overwhelmed to me. So I kind of stopped measuring the foods and just, okay guys, so I just completed my initial consultation with my dietitian, my registered dietitian from Nourish. And she pretty much said, we went over my history, we went over my expectations, which all of that was already like in my bio, because they give you a form to fill out. So she already knew like my goals and things of that nature. Talked about like what I'm eating now, what is my focus. We talked about health. And then also too, she went over some supplements that I'm taking, which I showed her my bottles. We talked about my water intake and the issues that we think is going on, far as my calories. And I think you guys heard that. I did record some of it, but she said me eating my 2 meals a day is fine. The calories that I'm intaking is fine based upon my workout activities that I'm doing now. Because of course, the more we lift, the more active we are, our body will need more food, more fuel, because we're burning more. So as of now, my calories are okay, what I'm doing. Because I told her between 12 to maybe 1430. I don't go over 1430 calories, 1,430 calories per day. So she said that is fine. My issue is my water intake. Y'all, I used to be a waterholic, okay? I used to be a waterholic. I don't know what happened. Sometimes when I'm at work, I can't drink a lot. I don't know, but that is an area of concern, because TMI, I'm not going to the restroom the way that I should. Number two. And we all know that that can leave toxics in our body. It can also make us hold on to weight, because that's waste that are still in our bodies that we need to get out. So my focus is going to be water intake, also electrolytes. She kind of gave me some suggestions, the electrolyte packets, as well as some of the supplements like my vitamin B12 and vitamin D. She said that's very important. And then also too, she ordered some labs, because I told her that I do get tired at times. So I'm going to go get some labs done. There's 2 labs that Nourish will pay for. Your A1C, which that's your blood sugar over 3 months. We'll get that tested, as well as I think it's CBC. Is it a CBC? I think it's a CBC, and a lipid panel. So those will be free of charge. And then she also added on the fasting insulin, because that's important to see if you're insulin resistant. If you're insulin resistant, then that can be an issue too, with your eating and everything. So we added that one. We also added vitamin D. Yeah, I did not know that vitamin D, not having enough vitamin D will make you tired. I knew about vitamin B12, but in your iron, but I did not know about vitamin D. So I'm gonna get my vitamin D check, my B12 check, as well as I think we also said iron study. Yeah, my iron study. So I will get that check on Monday. We plan to meet either weekly or bi-weekly. So far, my insurance said I have no copay. Everything is free. Hopefully and prayerfully it stays that way. So yeah, but she said as far as my eating, I'm doing good there. And then, so I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. We're going to focus on gut health. She also suggested some prebiotics and probiotics, I believe. I think she suggested both. So going to get that on board. And then some of the vitamins that I showed her that I'm taking, I think the ones that she suggested is better. So I may start taking those. I mean, she's a registered dietitian, which means she went to school for this. She has a degree and she had to pass a board exam. That's why it's called register. Like I'm a registered nurse. I'm a registered professional nurse because I had to pass a board testing. So she had to pass a board testing, as well as she has to maintain her license through different I think it's called CEUs. Yeah. What is it called? Credited Educational Units. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, so she have to keep up with her license just like I do. So any new information, she have to stay abreast about it. So I feel really good. I think our visit went well. It went by very fast. It was 55 minutes. It went by really, really quickly. But like I said, we will have weekly or bi-weekly visits. She said those visits can be up to an hour. So if it's just a 20-minute call, that's fine. But I have up to an hour each time we talk. So yeah, just to give you guys a little bit of information about that. I'm going to wash the dishes that I just used, and I'm going to head to the gym, and I'm going to focus on the treadmill to try to get at least 5,000 to 10,000 steps today. And then after that, we'll probably go to only 2 stores. I'm going to run to, not run, but I'm going to go into Hobby Lobby as well as Home Goods just to walk around after I go to the gym. So I'll see you guys at the gym. Okay, you guys, so I just made it to the gym. And today I'm just going to focus on, I just want to do my steps on the treadmill. I don't really expect to do any strength training today, but I did bring my gloves just in case. And one thing I want to say real quickly is that I know I have an issue with, a lot of times I get to the gym and I tried unintentionally, I try to compete with others, not saying that I'm trying to do better than them, but I look at them and then I say, you know what? I can do that too. And a lot of times I'm not able to. I try, but I think that overwhelms me. So one thing I tell myself, and I want to remind you as well, is you're only in competition with yourself, okay? Be in competition with yourself. Don't be in competition with other people, because number one, it doesn't matter how old they are or how young they are. You never know how long a person has been working out. Their bodies are conditioned for what they're doing. So if you see someone going 5 on the treadmill and you only going 2, don't try to go the same that they're going. Stay in your own lane and work your way up to it. That's what I have to tell myself, because I am famous for saying, ooh, that person older than me and they're able to go that fast, I should be able to do it as well. No, because again, I don't know how long that person has been working out, you know. So that's just a tip that I have for you guys. When you go to the gym, do not compete with other people. Compete with yourself, okay? All right, let's go in here and get our steps in. don't know why I always say all right, guys. Oh, it's a little hot. Y'all might hear the air. Just turn my air on. But I just left, well, I'm still in the parking lot, but I just finished walking. I did almost 7,000 steps, which is good because I told myself that I am not going to overwhelm myself. So as long as I get at least 5,000 steps, I am good. 5,000 steps a day, I am satisfied, because that's another thing, you guys. Sometimes you cannot come out the gate swinging. You know what I'm saying? You have to be real with yourself, because I think when we set these very, very high goals, and it's a challenge, and if we don't meet those goals, sometimes we can give up. So I am being real with myself, and that is why I am starting out with 5,000 steps. If I get more, that's great. If I get 10,000, that's even greater. That's greater. But that is where I'm starting out at, and that's what I suggest for you guys. Like I told you before I went into the gym, don't try to compete with other people just because you see that they're going faster on the treadmill. You're flat, but they're inclined, so you're going to try to do what they do, you know, or whatever. You're lifting weights. You're only lifting a 20-pound weight, and you see someone next to you, they may be lifting a 50-pound or 60-pound or whatever. Stay in your own lane, and eventually, if you continue, you'll get stronger and you'll get there. That's what I tell myself, and that's what keeps me from getting overwhelmed. So I am satisfied with that. I started to go and do some ab work, but I said no, I'm gonna go ahead because it is 6:35 and I still want to go run a couple of more errands, and then I also have to get back home and meal prep for my 3 nights of work. Plus I need to eat. I'm still not hungry. I ate around 3 p.m. so it's only been a little over 3 hours. I usually stay full to about maybe 5 hours after eating, which I did talk to my dietitian, my registered dietitian, or RD, about that, and she said that is fine. I know some people say you're supposed to eat something every 2 hours. I'm not going to force myself to eat if I'm not hungry. I did take this protein, I bought this protein bar with me in case I got hungry, but I did not, so I'm not going to eat it. I'm going to drink my water though. I have not downed one of these yet. I'm going to down one of these hopefully before I get back home so I can drink another one. She told me to drink at least 64 ounces of water. That's a 40 ounce, so if I drink 2 of those, that would be 80, which is good to make sure I stay regular with my bowel movements. So yeah, so I was going to go into Dick's Sporting Goods. I may still go in there. I definitely want to go to Hobby Lobby and then Home Goods. So I'll see you guys in one of those stores. I think I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby first because they close before Home Goods, and then after those 2 stores I may go into Dick's. I'm not sure, but I definitely need to go to either Publix or Aldi's or one of them to get some bell peppers to go along with my dinner that I'm going to prepare for my meal prep for work. So let's go, guys. Hey, Hobby Lobby and Home Goods is right there, so I am wrecked by the areas that I want to go to, y'all. It felt so good today. I'm trying to get out the street. It felt so good today, you guys. So good. Still feels good out here. Okay, so I am coming to look for some spring florals, I believe, you guys. So let's see what they got. Let's see. All right, let me go, y'all. Copyright.
When I think about His grace, there's freedom, something like a woman praise. I'm grateful for the loving that you gave. It's so amazing. No matter who we are, we know you'll never change. I'm in awe of how you keep doing something doing something amazing. He's always away, doing something amazing. Because of his grace, doing something amazing. Always amazing. He's always doing amazing, something amazing. Grace, unending love, never failing peace, overflowing hope to keep going. That's unending love, never failing peace, overflowing hope to keep going. If you've seen it done, changing the impossible to the greatest story told. All I am is nothing short of a miracle. I'm in awe, you're so amazing, doing something amazing. He's always away, doing something amazing. Because of his grace, doing something amazing. Always something amazing, amazing, doing something amazing. He's always away, doing something amazing. Because of his grace, doing something amazing. Unending love, never failing, overflowing, amazing. Keep going, grace. Unending love, never failing peace, overflowing hope to keep going, grace. That's unending love, never failing peace, overflowing hope to keep going.
Alright guys, so I am back home. I did not even buy anything. After I left the gym, I just kind of wanted to go and look around because I didn't go anywhere yesterday, so. But only thing I bought was some peanut butter, 0 calories, 0 sugar syrup for my coffee. But I'm getting ready to do my meal prep for my 3 nights of work, and then I'm not gonna fix it with y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm preparing for those 3 nights, and then I'm gonna close out the vlog. I got some ground turkey, 93% lean, 7% fat. So I'll be having this. I'm gonna cut up some green pepper, onions, and red peppers to go in it. And then also I'm going to use this rice here, Seeds of Change, organic. I always forget how you pronounce it. Is it Quino? Here. I always forget how to pronounce it, you guys, but I'm gonna use this. And then also I have my sweet potatoes here. I'm gonna put that in the oven. The rice, of course, going in the microwave. And then for my other veggies, I usually just use broccoli, but I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. So I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to use this broccoli stir fry. Either this one or I think I have another one too. Yeah, I'm either going to use this broccoli stir fry or I'm going to use this California style veggie mix. We try to eat less carbs, more protein, less carbs, and of course lean food and whole food for my protein. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make this on top of the stove, and then I'm gonna put the sweet potatoes in the oven. And then only thing I put on top of my sweet potato is cinnamon. I was using a little bit of butter, but I'm kind of like steering away from the butter and just do the cinnamon, which is good by itself. And then I'm going to kind of like top it with these veggies as I stated. And then This can go in the oven, or it can go, I think you can put it in the microwave too. Yeah, you can put it in the microwave, stove top. It doesn't really suggest the oven, but you could put these in the oven, which I probably will. Yeah, I try to make my life as easy as possible. At the same time, staying in the calorie deficit and trying to eat whole foods, but I'm not trying to get in the kitchen and make magic and try to make recipes. And I was doing that in the beginning and it got overwhelming for me, especially when you're also trying to track your calories. To me now, this is just me, it gets overwhelming. So I have to do what I can for myself, and I'm so grateful. If y'all have not watched Kelly Ann Price's channel, she's a young lady. I'm quite sure everybody has heard of her by now. She is new, but her channel has taken off because she is helping so many people. She's a young black lady, not that her color matters, but just to let you know. And she is a Christian, and she lost over, I think she was 330 in 2024. Now it's 2026, and this young lady is 140 pounds, and she did it all naturally by herself, by doing her research. Of course, she said God helped her too, which I know I can't do what I'm doing without God. I ask him all the time, every single day, to help me lose this weight, help me stay healthy, because the body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. I say that all the time on my channel when I'm talking about my wellness journey, because listen, I'm 54, and if I can do it, you guys can do it too. We all can do it. It's just a matter of being disciplined and doing what you can, and not trying to make it so hard by coming up with all these recipes. Now, if you can, that's good. I know I can't. But anyways, yeah, y'all check out her channel, because she has helped me so much. And for the first time, I'm eating in a calorie deficit, and I do not feel hungry, you guys. Sometimes I have to make myself eat because I'm not hungry, because I'm eating wholesome food. Even though my daughter has been telling me this for a long time, Mama, you need to eat wholesome food. You need to eat your proteins, you know. And now I'm going to credit my daughter, because she was telling me this before I even saw Kayla. Is it Kayla? I call her Kelly. Kayla. I think it's Kayla Ann Price, before I saw her channel. But she truly looking at her videos and everything. Of course, you got to do what works for you. But I do not get hungry, y'all. The protein and staying away from the sugary foods, which I really haven't been eating sugar anyways. But I'm not going to buy, I'm going to try my best not to buy the brown shaken espresso creamer, because believe it or not, we get a lot of sugar from those creamers, and I was not measuring my creams, y'all, my creamer. I started measuring my creamer, and my goodness, I do believe that I was probably using about a good 200 to 300 calories of creamer in my coffee. No longer doing that. So yeah, but I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm making for my lunch, for my meal prep for work for this week, which is the next 3 nights. So lately the stores, they are having the same stuff in the stores. So that's another reason why I didn't buy anything. It's the same stuff. So yeah, like I said, I only bought that syrup, the peanut butter cup syrup. That tastes really good in your coffee, especially if you're using like the zero sugar creamer. Put that in your coffee too, and you won't really miss using all the sugary creamers. That I try to do to save time, I try to go ahead and put in my foods that I'm planning to eat for lunch. Because I typically, I do brunch, you might as well say, because I only eat twice a day, which I did talk to my dietitian about that today, and she said that's fine. I went over my calories and everything, and she said that, I think I said this already, but she said for the time being, my calories are fine for how active I am, but once I start lifting more and things of that nature, I may need to increase my calories to just feed myself, so I can have the energy to work out when I start with my personal trainer. Hopefully I can start with her, probably maybe the middle of March. But yeah, that's the tip that I wanted to share with y'all, since I'm kind of like talking about my wellness pretty much this entire vlog. Yeah, so try to do that. I do that because it saves me time. I don't have to worry about while I am fixing my food to eat or putting it in my book bag, trying to hurry up to prepare for work. It's already there. Even if I'm off, that's just one less thing that I have to worry about. I put my food in, and I go ahead, like tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and weigh my food for each night, all 3 nights. And I saw somebody else, they'll take a packet of meat and they divide it how many days they're gonna eat it. Like this ground turkey, for instance, is 20 ounces. Well, I'm gonna eat some tonight too as my dinner. So typically, that will be 5 ounces of ground beef each day, starting tonight. From tonight through Saturday, that will be 5 ounces of ground beef to spread it throughout for 4 days. So yeah, that's kind of like what I started doing, is go ahead and pre-plan my food for number one. Now I do not fix my lunch, because typically, I could go ahead and boil all of my eggs, which I may do that actually. I may go ahead and boil my eggs. That way I don't have to worry about, no, I'm lying, y'all. I'm not gonna do that tonight because I don't feel like peeling them. I don't feel like peeling them, I really don't. What I do is, typically my first meal is raspberries, blueberries, either boiled eggs or liquid eggs. Along with that is avocado. I do the pre-frozen ones, because the regular avocados, y'all, they just kept going bad on me. So I use these, and I just get like a handful, about 25 grams of the avocado, 34 grams of raspberries, and 33 grams of blueberries. The number, y'all, I don't know. That's just how much I eat. No magical number, just how much I eat. Then I eat 3 of the chicken and maple breakfast sausages right here. I may include a photo of on the screen showing you my food. And then, like I said, either I'm eating 3 boiled eggs with that, what I just said, or I'm doing 138 grams of liquid eggs. And the reason why I alternate those two is because my last wellness check my last women's health check, my cholesterol was slightly elevated at 205. So I just want to make sure that I'm not eating too much of the yolk, because cholesterol runs in my family. And because I don't eat butter, I don't use any type of sauces anymore besides hot sauce. And I never used to like hot sauce, y'all, but I like to use hot sauce on my food. Oh, also when I'm doing the liquid eggs, y'all, I use the 0 carbs soft taco tortillas. And yeah, and believe it or not, y'all, I am so full. I'm so stuffed when I eat that. I really am. And that stuff keeps me full for about 5 hours. And after those 5 hours, sometimes I'm still not hungry. I have to make myself eat. So because of the protein. And then also I drink a protein coffee, and I mix that with a little bit of my regular coffee or my espresso shot. And then I was using brown sugar espresso creamer. I just ran out, and I told you I'm not going to buy that anymore. I still have some sweet cream in there. I'm going to finish that up. And then I do have the sugar-free, I have this one that I used to use when I first lost the 47 pounds. So I'm only going to buy this once my sweet cream is done. Once this is done, I bought the big because my husband has started drinking coffee. But once this is done, I'm not going to buy this anymore either. It's just going to be strictly this one here, zero sugar. And I'm going to measure my creams, because yeah, I could not even imagine that I was taking in that many calories from creamer alone. 200 to 300 calories, that's a lot. That's a lot. So yeah. So, but and also I use my, what is it called? My diet, what is that app called? Hold on. You have a premium. I used to use what was it called? My Fitness Pal. I think it's called My Fitness Pal. I used to use that app, but now they charge. Even the stuff that was free, it's no longer free. You have to pay for any type of, if you use that app, you have to pay for it. No ifs, ands, buts about it. So I stopped using that one. And now I use, yeah, my Net Diary. This is what I use, my Net Diary. Oh, hold on. I was trying to show y'all the app. Go back. Yeah, it's right here. This is what I use, if y'all can see that. And it's free. Like I said, they do have a premium, but I don't need a premium. I don't use the premium. This is what I ate for lunch today. My cold brew coffee was 4.9. That was 8 calories. Blueberries was 19 calories. Raspberry 18 calories. Well, let me just show y'all. This is what I had. And see, I measured my coffee creamer. I did use the, what did I use? Did I use the sweet creamer? Did I? Yeah, I used the sweet creamer today. So 41 milliliters of coffee creamer was 96 calories. And that is only three teaspoons, which isn't a lot, but I did use a little bit of my syrup, which is 0 calories. And I used the measurements of that too, which I believe is 2 tablespoons. And no, I didn't. You know what? I didn't even use my syrup today. I don't think I did. But anyways, that's 581 calories, and that gave me 36 grams of protein. So yeah. But I just want to tell y'all that try to pre-measure your try to calculate your calories in advance. And that way you know exactly what you're eating, and you know exactly how many calories you're eating, without saying, okay, well, for lunch or breakfast or whatever, this is what I ate. Let's see what I can eat next. That way you can kind of decide, okay, do I really want that? Do I really want to spend all my calories on this much of creamer or this much of veggies or whatever the case may be? You can kind of adjust your calories or adjust your food, because you can see before you start eating what the breakdown of your calories, your macros, is it macro? Yeah, your macros, your protein and your carbs and all of that. You can see it beforehand, so you can make any type of adjustments to your foods that need be. So just a little things, y'all, little things that I'm learning. I know some people, they meal prep for the entire week, everything, breakfast, lunch, dinner, their snacks and everything. I guess because I know what I eat, which I said I can boil the eggs, which I meant to go ahead and buy some eggs that's already boiled and peeled, but I forgot when I did my Walmart, grocery thing. I totally forgot to do it. And that's, I think Face Over Matter was saying, Jalen, is it Jalen? Jalen, I think her name Jalen. She was saying that she did buy the eggs, and it's out of convenience. You know, we know it costs more because it's already peeled and boiled for you. but it's something quick and easy that, like she said, you can pop in your mouth if you get hungry. You don't have to wait till you boil it on the stove. And I do also know that they have the little things that you can plug in, and you put your egg in there and it cooks the egg, boil the eggs within, I don't know, seconds, I think, or something like that. But you still have to peel it, I believe. So, you know, to each his own. You want to pay a little bit more money for convenience. I think sometimes it's okay, which, like me, when I have to get up and I have a certain time to eat, read my word, and pray and everything before getting out here to go to work, which, you know, it's a ways that I have to go to get to work, and traffic and everything. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that. I think I'm going to include a TikTok that I did showing y'all how I measure my food. I'm not going to measure it now because I'm quite sure everybody probably, I can show y'all my scale. I will do that. And both of these scales, I think both of these scales came from Walmart. Not Walmart, Cheese Whiz, Amazon. And I had them for some time. It's just a basic scale. What you want to do when you put your plate here, you want to press this again so you can zero out. So you don't want any of your measurements to include your plate, bowl, whatever you're using. So once you set that plate, that empty plate on the scale, make sure you hit this again so it can be zero. Before you start measuring your food, make sure the number you see on your scale is zero, no matter what type of metrics you're using, whether it's calories, grams, ounces, milliliters, whatever it is that you're measuring with. Just make sure that number is zero. Okay, so this is one, and this is just a basic scale. It doesn't tell me anything else other than the number, the weight of my food. That's all that does. And then this one here, I also got from I keep wanting to say Walmart. I also purchased from Amazon. I don't really use this one a whole lot, but it does give you your macros also. But I don't really use it a whole lot. It's a little advanced. It got your, it has your fats, your fiber. It just gives you a little bit more, your protein, your cholesterol. I think it measures, I believe it measures everything that may be in the food. I might try to use this just to see, especially because I'm keeping my eye on my cholesterol. So, as well as my fiber. That's something that we talked about. And these items do run by batteries too. So yeah, but the main thing is when you're measuring your foods, when you put your plate on your scale, make sure before you measure your food that you see zero. You see zero on that scale, because if you do not, I'm trying to turn it off. If you do not zero out your plate, it will consider your plate as a food item and measure it. So yeah, that's all I want to tell y'all. Yeah, y'all be blessed. Make sure you love yourself, stay true to yourself, and be the best that you can be. Encourage yourself so you can also encourage others, and stay encouraged. I love y'all. Until the next time, peace. Mwah.
Stood still when I knew in the moment I found my forever. You captured my soul like you've known me for years.